What's up, guys? What's up, guys? My name is Lee Vaughn Stewart. Welcome to Vonnie FX, and today we're gonna talk about chart patterns, and specifically, we're gonna talk about reversal patterns. So now there's a bunch of different patterns you can learn in the industry from other mentors. Basically, anywhere you can probably search it over the internet. But basically, we're going to focus on these common patterns that we do see play out in the market. And again, I'm going to talk about in the live breakdown. One of the first couple reversal patterns we're going to talk about. And you may ask, oh, what is a reversal pattern? Basically, a reversal pattern is it happens when prices come up to a certain point and consolidates, the pattern forms, and then it changes direction. And vice versa, it comes down, consolidates, and then changes direction. So a lot of times these are very good to see, if you're buying or selling, and then you could, and whether enter in, leave out. So one of the first patterns we're going to talk about is called the head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so now you may ask, okay, Lee, what is this pattern? How can I understand it? Can I make sense of it? Right? So you kind of wonder, okay, what is the head and shoulders pattern? So first things first, I want to identify that we have both a bullish reversal pattern and a bearish reversal pattern. Right? And the key thing to look at, and I'm going to focus on the bearish first, so this makes more sense on the camera. What is the head and shoulders, right? So it's a simple what it is. This is the head, and these are the shoulders. Right? And what does it basically tell you? It kind of tells you, okay, price came up, down to a certain point. Maybe this is resistance. Price came back down for support down here. Came back up. This could also be a stop or market manipulation, which again I'll talk about in later videos. Came back down and then retested or came back and tested that previous resistance right here. Right where the shoulders meet once again. So it kind of made that head and shoulders. And because of that, price, from coming up, it's going to start making its way down. And this is just the bearish head and shoulders pattern. And you can do the same thing with the bullish as well. It's the same exact thing. So right here, your price came down. This would be the head, and these would be the shoulders. And like we talked about before, price was dropping very low. You see impulse comes up, starts creating that support. Resistance, comes down, creates the support, comes back down. Market manipulation corrects, comes back down, and then continues to go up. And again, this could be like, if you see price come and test this zone multiple times after did this, wick out, more likely than not, it's going to continue to go up. And that quickly is just a head and shoulders pattern, just to understand the concept of it, because it does happen in the market a lot. Hey, baby.
Hey.
How are you?
Hey.
How's your head?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Alright, we're back. So now we're going to talk about the next reversal pattern. And this reversal pattern is going to be called the bearish rising wedge, the falling wedge. Just excuse the handwriting. But what I want to emphasize in these patterns is that, again, it's a reversal pattern. So again, it's going to change directions. I made this green just to show you this is a green momentum. The bullish momentum going up, and then the red indicates reversal coming down, and vice versa, the bullish coming down, and then reversal for the bullish. Alright, so just to talk about the rising wedge first, very simple and easy to understand. So as you see that price is coming up and you start seeing like consolidating, not only is it consolidating, but it's consolidating a little bit upwards, making higher highs, but also the lower lows are coming, and it's kind of like pinching, like it's about to, a pinch and then something's gonna happen, you know, because it can't just always go to like flatline. It has to go somewhere. So that's what price does. It goes up, consolidates, you know, very tiny until it breaks out of the zone and it goes down. Very simple to understand. And you can use those trend lines as, you know, your support and resistance. And just like the falling wedge too, same exact thing, just flipped over, right? Price comes down, consolidates. Not only does it consolidate, but consolidates, makes lower lows, lower highs, and to a point they're almost touching, and it's gonna pinch. And like I said, it can't just flatline. It has to go somewhere. So where does it go? It goes up. So price comes down, pinches, goes up, consolidates, pinches, goes up, and that's a simple the falling and rising wedge. Alright, now we're going to talk about the next pattern. So now we have what they call a double top and a double bottom reversal pattern. So I'll write it out for you guys. And these are, you know, just like the head and shoulders and the other patterns you talked about, these are one of the easiest patterns to memorize. Because just like what price does, and I'll show you the diagram, for the double top, it's really simple. As price is going up, it's going to hit a certain point, you see it come back down, and it's going to hit that same point again. So kind of like it's hitting a resistance, right? It's going to go up, touch that resistance, come back down, you know, try it again, and it's going to be, alright, you know, we're going to change direction. It's going to make the momentum down. Very simple to understand. As long as you touch these 2 points, you know that you got your bottom. I'm going to be talking about later episodes how to get into these perfect entries with these patterns in later episodes. And just like with the bearish reversal to the bullish pattern, the double bottom pattern, right? Same thing. Price comes down, hits a point, comes back up, comes back down again to the same exact point before it continues to go up. So again, this could be like our little, or our floor where it bounces off of. So as I said again, price comes down, comes up, tests it one more time, and then complete direction change from going down to up and then up to down. Simple patterns to understand and memorize. And again, guys, these patterns can make a lot of money. A lot of money. You just gotta time the market, be patient, and again, we'll talk about these different strategies, how you can make more. Alright, so for our next pattern, we're going to talk about the expanding triangle. So we have two types of expanding triangle when it comes to a reversal pattern. We have the bullish expanding triangle and the bearish expanding triangle. Again, same thing, just flipped over, right? So for instance of our bullish expanding triangle, we have, I'll draw for you right here, that's the bullish one. Basically, you know, price comes up, consolidates. As it consolidates, it gets wider and wider. You know, the highs get higher, the lows get lower, kind of like stay in the base. But nonetheless, the lows and the highs get bigger to a point it has to break out and, you know, have that direction, right? Same thing with the bulls, and I'll talk about this a little bit more. So again, it goes up, consolidates, so the area gets bigger, and you get that complete break, and you get the expanding triangle, comes down from the trend, expands, you know, makes sustained consolidation, and goes up. Right? You don't really see these patterns happen a lot in the market, but when you do, it's very effective just to wait for that breakout and then enter again on the retest like we talked about for on that support, or you know, that retest on the resistance, whether you're selling or buying. So again, we're going to talk about our next pattern. Alright, so now for this pattern, it's almost like the double top and the double bottom. But instead of having the double bottom and the double top, guess what? You're going to have a triple top and a triple bottom, right? It works the same kind of concept, right? Just like the double bottom and the double top, price has to touch a ceiling or a floor 3 times before it reverses, right? So let's go with the top or the triple top, right? So again, it comes up, comes back down, comes up, makes that support, breaks that resistance right up here, and once it hits that resistance, it comes back again, tests it 3 times, and then makes its way down. Complete reversal pattern. And just like the triple bottom, just flip it over. Same exact thing. Price comes down, comes up, comes back down, makes that floor, as you can see, comes back down, tests again, and then it goes up. Alright? And again, guys, these are just the simple patterns that we, practice. And there's a lot more that I'll talk about more in details. I'll actually talk about candlestick formations as well. We'll talk about candlesticks, how they form. And, yeah, we'll talk about all in more details. So, see you guys in the top.